Previously, in 2012, Tesla unveiled the Model X, started production on the Model S sedan, and held an event to celebrate the first deliveries. As September rolled around, we get news that Tesla could miss sales estimates as the focus turns to quality over quantity.
Tesla warning that its sales will be lower than expected for this year, citing concerns about slower production of its Model S sedan electric vehicle than they had originally thought. Really what we have here with Tesla is it's a very cool company, extremely innovative. You gotta love the way these cars look, but it's still an unproven business. Tesla not making money yet. Obviously a lot of competition from the big global auto giants like GM, Ford, Toyota, etc. So Tesla kind of in a no-win situation right now. They cut production, investors freak out. If they ramp up production too aggressively, maybe the cars won't be as cool, and that can hurt as well. So Tesla, despite being a very popular company that a lot of readers care about, probably not a good stock to own just yet.
And while initial concerns over production start to emerge, Elon Musk takes to the media to reassure all is going well.
But I think things are going reasonably well. Our focus with respect to production is on quality, and it's much better for us to go at a rate that allows us to deliver very high quality cars than try to accelerate that rate and potentially deliver low quality cars. And it's worth noting that we started deliveries, as people are aware, in June of this year. Since then, there have been no recalls, there have been no fires, there have been no anything. No
right. I mean, you've got to get it
reviews.
right. You've got to get it right the first time out. I mean,
First impressions matter.
So as Tesla focuses on quality, we get news of new competition emerging.
And there's a lot of competition coming on board, including Coda Automotive, which they've got an electric car that's priced a little bit cheaper than yours, around $37,000, backed by Phil Falcone, former Treasury Secretary Hank Paulson, and you're looking like...
I don't think Coda is going to survive.
Why is that?
The car it's just not good value for money. If you look at the car, and this is not from some desire to denigrate competition. It's simply, if you look at the car, it looks like a sort of maybe 1990 knockoff of a Toyota Corolla for $40,000. So why would you buy that?
Elon, tell me about this announcement you're going to make on Monday.
Yeah, great. That's what I'd love to talk about.
Yeah, because a lot of the, some of the, I guess, hesitation about electric cars is, well, how am I going to get it on? How am I going to take long road trips on this? Where am I going to charge? How am I going to charge this car up? So how are you exactly addressing that with the supercharger?
Well, so we're going to have a big unveil on Monday night.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Franz von Holzhausen, and I'm Chief of Design for Tesla Motors, and I'm super excited that you guys came out on a Monday night, the end of September. Beautiful night we have for you. This is our design studio here in Hawthorne, and we have something really special to talk about and to show you. So, without further ado, let me introduce to you Mr. Elon Musk. All right, thanks everyone for coming. So what we want to show you tonight is essentially the answer to the three major problems that are holding back electric vehicles, or at least that people think are holding back electric vehicles. And the answer to that is what we're going to show you here with the Tesla supercharger. So we're going to have these at highway rest stops all around the country and around the world. And the supercharger, this is not something that's going to be deployed at some distant point in the future. This is video from today showing 4 of the supercharger locations in use. We built these up in secret, and we're unveiling it for the first time tonight. Within 2 years, we will cover almost the entire United States with superchargers. You'll be able to travel practically anywhere. And then our long-term goal, which is perhaps in the sort of 4 or 5 year time frame, so not Tesla long-term, 4 or 5 year time frame, we expect to cover the entire United States without exception and the lower part of Canada. And really, I want you to go out there and sort of and spread the word, because people have this idea that if you have an electric car, you're sort of there's no freedom. You're stuck. You know, they have this idea that you can't go anywhere. And what we're showing here today is that, in fact, you have more freedom than with anything. You'll be able to go anywhere, and you can feel really good about your travel because you're going on sunlight. And, by the way, if you want to go from LA to New York, if you pack food and stay with friends, you can leave your wallet at home.
So while Tesla talks up the supercharger network, they end up becoming a topic of the US presidential debate.
But don't forget, you put $90 billion, like 50 years worth of breaks into solar and wind, to Solyndra and Fisker and Tesla and Enter1. I mean, I had a friend who said you don't just pick the winners and losers, you pick the losers. All right. So this is not the kind of policy you want to have. You want to get America energy secure.
When queried about this comment, Elon's response was eloquently savage.
It's like one of the presidential candidates, I think, said something. You know, and I think I said something to the effect like Tesla's a loser or something like that. In retrospect, it seems he was right about the object of that statement, but not the subject.
But in other news, a large number of renewable energy companies that received the DOE loans started to file for bankruptcy.
Another energy company that received federal funding is filing for bankruptcy. A123 Systems, which received $249 million in a federal grant, filed for Chapter 11 today.
Blow for the solar power industry out of the East Bay today. Federal loans and a high-profile visit from the president could not save Solyndra. The Fremont company filed for bankruptcy protection today.
Another green energy firm backed by the White House bites the dust. Solar panel maker Abound Solar filing for bankruptcy after receiving $70 million taxpayer dollars from the same program that funded now bankrupt Solyndra.
And with investor sentiment at rock bottom for solar companies, Solar City, a company that had Elon Musk as chairman and run by Elon Musk's cousin, Lyndon Rive, did the unthinkable: raise money by going public.
I spoke with Elon and Solar City's CEO and co-founder Lyndon Rive earlier at the NASDAQ and asked them why they brought their company to market under what appeared to be a challenging situation today.
So it's just tough when somebody has heard a story where that's perhaps sounded compelling for the first 10 times, and then now the 11th company comes along and says, this time for sure it's going to work. And even though the fundamentals are really strong, I mean, nobody could refute the business fundamentals. They really... The pushback we got was somewhat irrational. It's like, oh, it's solar's bad. We're like, but these fundamentals are really strong, and it's like, but solar's bad. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
We've had a 100% growth rate, 300% customer growth rate. Yeah, but solar's bad.
I mean, literally, we could have a mint and say we mint money, but solar's bad. I'm like, wait a second.
You're the chairman, Elon, and you're his cousin, his bigger cousin.
Yeah.
Are you going to be sitting there handling him and saying, come on, keep those costs down?
Lyndon and Pete do such a great job of running Solar City. Really, what I do is I show up at the board meetings to hear the good news.
He does a little more than that.
On November 12th, we get further validation that the Model S was not just the best EV, but one of the best vehicles, period.
What is Motor Trend's 2013 Car of the Year? Well, it is one of America's quickest four-door sedans ever built. But it's not a sports car. It is as smooth and effortless as a Rolls-Royce, but it's not a $500,000 luxury limousine either. No, our Car of the Year carries nearly as much gear as a Ford Explorer, yet it is more high-tech and efficient than the latest Prius plug-in. So just what is Motor Trend's 2013 Car of the Year? The electrifying Tesla Model S. Tesla founder Elon Musk has often stated that his goal wasn't to build the world's best electric car, but to build the world's best car that just happens to be electric. Well, we believe he has, which is why the Tesla Model S is Motor Trend's 2013 Car of the Year. The winner, by unanimous decision, Tesla Model S. First time that anybody on our staff can remember it being unanimous. The closest we had was about 9-2. So this is very significant for us. I think it's time to hand over the goods to Elon.
Well, thank you. I accept this obviously on behalf of all of the employees of Tesla. You guys rock. Thank you. This is going to be a look back, and this is sort of a point at which the gears of history moved. I'm hopeful that other car companies will in fact copy us and follow through and do electric car programs with greater vigor as a result of this award. So that's the thing I hope will most occur as a result of this. So once again, thank you very much for coming, and it's really been great. Thank you.
Tesla stock responded well to the good publicity and rose to $33 a share. In other news in November, we get word that Tesla was able to achieve a run rate of more than 200 cars per week, showing progress was being made, and closed out the year rising to $34.77. Also to note, in December, the last of the international Tesla Roadsters was sold, making it a total of approximately 2,500 sales, both in the United States and around the world. The Tesla Roadster accomplished its mission in showing what an electric vehicle could be, and now it would be up to the Model S to take the reins and move Tesla and the electric vehicle revolution forward. In terms of production, Tesla manages to build 400 cars a week by the end of December. And that concludes the year of 2012, in which Tesla unveiled their SUV prototype, the Model X, got their Fremont factory ready for manufacturing, started Model S deliveries, announced the Supercharger network, won Motor Trend's Car of the Year award, but there was also one concern, and that was their cash was getting low. In the next episode, complaints regarding quality emerge, while reservation holders hold off from purchasing and put Tesla close to bankruptcy. Elon Musk enters a handshake agreement with Larry Page from Google to buy out Tesla. However, will Elon Musk and Tesla find a way to pull off a miracle and save the company? The story continues in the next episode, the year of 2013. Thank you to all the Patreons that support the channel, along with Bradford Ferguson from Holter Ferguson Financial. And remember, all content is opinion only and not financial advice. So till next time, I'll catch you guys soon.